I think for me was definitely the abseiling. As someone who has been terrified of heights, it was just an incredible experience to be able to do that. And I think even being around a group of women to break through those, like overcome fear and just do something that you wouldn't usually do. And I found it really beneficial even with having an older woman there. Um, Seeing her come before us and do it really just encouraged me. It was like a security that she's gone before me so she can, it gave me confidence to do it. So, and just to, overcome that fear. So that was really incredible for me. And I think just the whole experience of like leaving behind all your responsibilities and, kids, home, work, and then coming to a place where you're solely able to think about who you are. It was just a really incredible experience. I'm a counsellor, so I actually thought that the content was amazing. It was really good content. I think women coming along and learning about, the spiritual aspect of who we are and, the dynamics of a family and even, how a woman operates and how a man operates and how that fits together to unify a family, I think was really just incredible. The content was really, really good. I feel like all our needs were catered for. We were really encouraged to participate. There was just a really nurturing atmosphere, felt very comfortable with the whole process, and it was just a remarkable weekend. Definitely something that's going to stay with me forever.
There were so many highlights. I think the best thing that I'm going to take away from this camp is meeting so many different women who had value and input into situations that I was going through, and then also calling out some of my strengths that I didn't know I had. So I think building relationships probably was my highlight. But I loved the boat trip as well. They should come because they will be able to experience a different view of life that can really change the situation they're in. And again, meeting women who will build them up and have strong connections in the community.
Well, the highlights for me was the opportunity to come here on this camp. Within myself, I've never ever done this, ever, growing up, and I really, really loved the activities, and it was a blessing to meet different women and get to know them. Come out, do it. You got children, you put all that behind, it's about you, your thoughts, and you do it from the heart.
So I would say meeting the women was one big highlight that I found, just a variety of women, different backgrounds, different cultures, whatever. And then the second one would be the abseiling. So me actually doing it, plus seeing the other women do it. Watching them from the top going down. I think finding their identity and who they really are. I think that's a big one, is knowing who you are and your place and purpose in this life.
Well, first of all, my highlight was that I didn't have to cook or clean or do anything like that. And I was here as Tanya and not as a mum or a wife, and just around other women. So I think I really enjoyed the sisterhood, and getting to know different people from different walks of life and different cultures. That is very enjoyable to sort of change the four walls that you're used to. I really think that camps like this are important for laying the foundation of the family unit, because I think the family unit starts with the man and the woman and then come the children. And I think that if there is an imbalance in one partner or both, then it's going to always affect the children. And my heart has always been the kids. And I think for me, coming from a family where domestic violence was prevalent, and as a child, my heart probably always goes to the child. So I think that it's important for men and women to understand who they are, what their purpose is, and who they are for the child and not just for themselves too. And I think that camps like this really make you reflect and study and actually stop still, not think about chores and laundry and things that you're doing, but actually sit still and go, okay, well, who am I? Where am I in this world? What am I doing and what am I giving? And I just think that that's super important. It probably should be, to me, a part of our tradition, doing a camp like this, even if it's in school or like a coming out of, I don't know, adolescence thing or something like that. I think it should be a part of our culture.
I think it's good, especially, you know, we're so busy, get caught up with work, family life just happens, and you put yourself on the back burner and you don't think about yourself, you know, especially coming from a big family, you're nurturing everybody else except for yourself. So it's good to just be reminded to have a step back and think about yourself for a change. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely enjoyed it. We spoke about it today with some of my colleagues. Encourage them once, you know, when it does starts coming out available for everybody. Encourage them to participate really. Yeah, when it does happen.
The first highlight was coming along and being asked to be a team leader. So that was a great highlight in supporting some women in a small team. The second highlight was doing the activities and seeing the women push through and encourage each other. And once one started, you could see the others who were holding back sort of feel more comfortable, and that was really lovely to witness. I would encourage mothers and daughters to come along, use it as a time to bond with sisters maybe, mothers and grandparents, I don't know, just that whole generation of just sharing and bonding together is probably the biggest thing I've witnessed here, seeing that there's family members today. Yeah, so the workshops over the weekend, we really sort of focused a little bit on the family history and, you know, childhood trauma a little bit, and how that nurturing and attachment can play a big role in the family foundation. So as mothers, we have a very important role in making sure our families are secure and it's a sacred place. So come along and learn those skills. And probably take this opportunity too to thank, you know, Dalrymple Bay Coal Terminal as well, because without them and that sponsorship, the financial burden for people to even come along and be part of something like this is a barrier. So by that sponsorship, we need more of it, so that more vulnerable people in the community can attend and learn these crucial skills.